Good morning, afternoon, or evening, citizens of the Monroe Nation. This is Miss Murder, bringing you another commentary, brought to you by Mitt Romney. If you ever want to be robbed, stolen, and lied to by an obvious one percenter, please vote for Mitt Romney. Now on to the commentary. This is the beginning of the series of Miss Murder Stories. I got a story to tell. This is just going to be me kind of breaking down stories from my life. Mainly it have to do with gaming, but they may be funny, they may be serious, they may be whatever, but it gives you a little piece of me. Of course mixed with humor. There's no way I can not be humorous even a little bit. But this first story is an ode to my brother. An ode to the best gamer I've seen. A gamer better than me. A person who made me a gamer. My brother. Shout out to him. I was born in 87. So by the time rolled around, my brother was born in 1980. So by the time I was 4, 5, of course he had all the systems. And he had a Nintendo. I don't know if he had an Atari. Maybe he did. I was too young to remember. But when I was like 5, I remember the Nintendo. That was there for a while. And my brother was the shit. Like, straight up. You think that you're a gamer? Psh, fuck out of here. My brother was one of the best gamers ever, son. Like, for real. He played Tecmo Bowl. And then there was this game, and I don't remember what the name it was, but I loved it. It was like some Olympic Games shit. Yeah. Motherfucking Olympic Games. Like, I was like cliff diving and all this. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like one of my favorite Nintendo games. Mine is, of course, Mario and all that. And then we played, of course, Double Dragon. Double Dragon was the shit. Castlevania, of course. That's another fucking solid, like, default game in our foundation of life. That was my shit. But he was crazy. It was to the point that I was 7 years old. Because he would get games, of course, for his birthday. He would get games for Christmas. Any type of holiday at which you received gifts, he got a video game. And this motherfucker would get the game on Christmas morning. And the game would be beat by Christmas night. Straight up. Like, we would give him a game. Now, I understand that it was 92, 91. And games were like 20-hour yeah, I guess some games have 20-hour campaigns. But I'm just saying, it wasn't a campaign mode, so it wasn't like it was like a 5-hour hook'em shit. But he would get the game and beat it the same day, and it was to the point that I was like, Mom, like, as a 7-year-old, I was like, Mom, like, it makes more sense that if you just rent him a bunch of games, because you're wasting money if you're buying him a game, and he's just beating it the same day. But like, straight up, my brother was a shit. But it was to the point, there was just one story, because I always played with him, and of course he would have, you know, we kept with the tradition of Nintendo, and it was actually to the point that I felt bad, because we had a Nintendo, and then we had, you know, an NES, we had, my first console that was owned 100% by me was an N64 that my dad brought me. And N64 came with Mario 64, and he brought me GoldenEye, and he brought me Mario Kart. And that was like one of the greatest days of my life. I'll never forget it. N64 will forever be my favorite console. I don't give a fuck if there's a PS fuck me that comes out that you can put your penis in. Like, I don't care. Ooh, that would be fucking disgusting. But no, I don't care. It'll forever be my favorite. A, because my dad bought it for me. B, because it was my first console that was owned by me. And C, in general, I just had the best freaking time on it. There's no game that I've played more than Mario 64. Trying to get those 120 stars, baby, and I never did. And I never got Luigi, which I heard was not even real. But to this day, I don't know. Is it real? Was it not? Who got Luigi? Who didn't? Is it real? I know as a child, I would look at the walkthroughs on how to get Luigi, and I would try. Because you had to, like, man, you had to do fucking, when he was, like, Metal Man, you had to do all this crazy shit. Like, oh, man. That shit was tough to try to get Luigi, man. I hope that shit was real. Cause I kind of feel bad if I wasted all my fucking time. But anyway, my brother, Going back to this story. Play, versus games with him. I don't know what we might have been playing. We'll just say Street Fighter because that was me and my brother's shit. We think of a fighting game, Street Fighter was our shit. We weren't into Mortal Kombat. This day and age, when I played fucking Street Fighter and I seen how shitty it was, the nostalgia went away. Street Fighter is when I was a little kid. It's not for when I'm an adult. But anyway, my brother is so good, obviously, and this is the young 6-year-old me being a sore loser and a rage quitter. I'd play against my brother. And of course, him being a beast, he would always kick my fucking ass. Simple. I was fucking sick. He would do ass kick times 3. And I was just so pissed, like, for real. Like, I was like, to a fanboy's rage quitting times 10 is, compress that down to a little 7-year-old style and put it in me. And I was rageful. And it was to the point where my brother was beating my ass so bad that I was like, if you beat me one more time, I'm gonna tell mom. I'm sorry, this shit is funny. It was funny to me because I straight up was like, if you beat me one more time, I'm gonna tell mom. And he blew me off. He's like, oh, shut the fuck up, whatever. He didn't say that, but he was 15. And my brother said, I'm just throwing out dates. Of course he wasn't 15. I was way too ahead of time, in 91. But yeah, I threatened him. I said, I swear to goodness, if you beat me one more time, I'm telling mom. So of course, him being a beast he motherfucking beats me. He ain't thinking nothing of it. So as soon as he beat me, it was like rage quit. I fucking snitched. I don't even know what I made up. Like, it wasn't that I went to my mom and was like, Mom, he keeps beating me. Like, because I knew my mom would be like, sit the fuck down and get over it. Like, I had a tough family. Like, I'm not going to, like, she wasn't going to go, oh, poor baby, are you okay? Nah, if I rolled up to my mom and said, Mom, I'm mad because he's beating me, she'd be like, take your little black ass and sit down. Oh, the glory of having a black parent. Sit your little black ass down. Don't want to give us a... That's why I am the way I am. I don't take no shit, people. But no, so I made up something. I don't know what the fuck I made up. I was like, Mom, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I made up. But it was convincing. And my mom went up to them and she cussed him out. I don't even remember. Cussed him out. He got in trouble. Couldn't play anymore. Oh, my goodness. My brother was so pissed at me. He was like, I can't believe you... And he told my sister, it was just me. I was the youngest, I had an old brother, older sister. Today, my older sister's 31, my brother's 30, I'm 25. We're all cool today, obviously, but that was a very, very funny moment in history. My brother was so pissed off at me that day. For good reason. I mean, thinking about it, like, I'd be pissed off at myself too. And it was so long ago. Like I said, it was 20 years ago, 19 years ago. And still to this day, I laugh because it was one of the funniest moments in gaming for me. And 20 years later, being a YouTube commentator and still being deep into gaming, it's you never expect to be here at this point. But I was very, very, very competitive, and I still am. I don't rage quit these days. I don't snitch on people. I don't report people for beating me. I don't lose. I don't lose too often. I may not go Moab-ish, but I just, unless I'm playing against a fucking crappy team or something, or I'm just getting my ass quacked by campers, as campers are my kryptonite until I turn into Jason Voorhees on these motherfuckers. But no, yeah. I became from there a very competitive, very serious gamer through many years of gaming, playing a Nintendo, rising up. And I broke the tradition by not buying a GameCube. I just couldn't buy a GameCube. I just was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is an N64. Like, I am way too old for this. That's what I thought when a GameCube came out. So, I broke the tradition when my dad bought a PlayStation. So, I usually keep on a tradition. I love the PlayStation, so I mean, when the PlayStation 2 came out, it was, kind of simple for me to get it. And then God of War being my all-time favorite PlayStation game, it was 2000% solidified that I would buy PS3. I originally bought it exclusively so I can play God of War. So, played some other games. I played Halo on Xbox. That was my favorite Xbox game. Lots of time on the Xbox, but like I said, there's a Xbox 360 in his house. I don't play it because I just don't have an interest in it. I'm not a fangirl. I mean, Xbox and PlayStation both have their, awesome features to it, yo. So I'm not really going to be like one's better than the other. It's a money thing. It's like, to me, Xbox and PlayStation is like fucking Duracell and Energizer. But not really. Duracell and Energizer, if you don't know, are the same exact company. Let me say that again. Duracell and Energizer are the same exact company. They just make you look like they're competing. But in the end, all the money goes to one source. And that's what I feel like about Xbox and PlayStation. It's like, look, son, you could be a fangirl and a fanboy all you want. They both have their features here and there. But at the end of the day, the money is both being taken from you and they don't give any fuck. But, fast forward to 20 years and we're here. Miss Commentator, Miss Murder Monroe. My brother has no idea how deep into gaming I am. I don't really see him too much because, he has 2 children, and he works for, a correctional facility. He's busy. I don't think he even games anymore. Who knows? But next time I see my brother, I'm going to bring that up, see if he remembers it. It's fucking hilarious. But thanks for listening to Miss Murder Monroe's stories. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the next story. Citizens of the Monroe Nation, take care and have a good day. Oh yeah, I wanted to know who's the bigger troll. Is it EA Games or Activision? Because I can't blame Robert anymore. You know what? You can't. We're gonna step him out. Activision's the true culprit. We